Hello everyone, welcome to the second video in our Social Security and Retirement 101 series. My name is Jeff from SocialSecurityRetirementGuide.com, and today we're going to talk about when should you apply for retirement benefits. Basically what you have is three age choices for applying. You have early retirement, which runs from age 62 to your full retirement age. Doing this results in an 8% per year reduction in benefits. So in other words, if you apply 3 years prior to your full retirement age, you'd be looking at a 24% reduction in benefits. Obviously, 2 years would be 16% and 1 year would be 8%. Next, you have full retirement age, which is 66 years old for most people. There is a calculation involved to find your full retirement age, but for the sake of this video, we'll just say 66 years since it applies to the majority of folks. Here at this age, you receive full monthly benefit payments. There is no penalty, there is no reduction. However, after your full retirement age, up until age 70, you have the opportunity to gain 8% per year in benefits. So basically the opposite of early retirement. If you waited, say, 2 years after your full retirement age to apply for benefits, you would effectively increase your monthly benefits by 16%. Next, we're going to talk about some important considerations for determining the best age for you to claim retirement benefits. The first, obviously, is your health. If you have chronic disease, heart problems, etc., things that would affect you from living a long and healthy life. Financial situation, keeping in mind things like your savings accounts, retirement accounts, what bills you have, debt payments, health insurance, things of that nature. Your family age history, how long has your mother lived, how long did your grandparents live. All these are indicators of how long you will live in the future. Your employment status is another consideration. If you apply for early retirement benefits, there is an earnings cap in which you cannot earn more than $14,640 in a given year without receiving a penalty. Next is your future costs, things like housing, long-term care, your spouse's income. How much money are you going to need to pay the bills in the future? And that's what comes into play when you're thinking about, do I need Social Security money now, or can I wait till later to bring home more benefits? Okay, so in case you're wondering, the average life expectancy in the United States is 78.5 years old. So right on the cusp there. Women's average is 80.6. The men's average is 75.6. For a single individual who files for early retirement benefits, their break-even point is typically at the age of 79. So no surprise there, as it aligns with the average life expectancy. This means that early retirement begins to cost you at the age of 80. So you start to lose money, so to speak, or you leave money on the table when you file for early retirement benefits. You're bringing in money when you normally wouldn't right off in the beginning, but at age 80 it begins to cost you. You start to lose the money if you would have just waited. Now this entire example is for single individuals, which is the easiest to calculate in terms of break-even points and how much you have to gain. Situation is more complex for couples and survivors because you have to start thinking about spousal income, you have to start thinking about joint benefits and who earned the most, things like that. But this is just a basic calculation to show you how it all adds up. Some other things to think about with early retirement benefits before you go and apply for them. Don't forget that Medicare insurance does not begin until age 65. This means if you're working a full-time job that provides health benefits, vacation time, etc., if you were to leave that employer prior to age 65, you would face the prospect of having to get your own health insurance, which could be very expensive. No surprise, at age 62, you're going to pay a lot more than, say, a 27-year-old. Also during this time, if you plan on remaining employed, as we mentioned earlier, while claiming early retirement benefits, then your benefits are reduced $1 for every $2 you earn over $14,640. This is before your full retirement age. So if you're planning to remain on a salaried position, let's say that earns $30,000, and still claim retirement benefits early, you're basically making a big mistake. 62 years old, if you're making $30,000 a year, you're looking at making $120,000 prior to the full retirement age, which is going to cost you $60,000 worth of benefits, basically. So it just doesn't make sense to do that. A 25% early retirement reduction on a $1,600 monthly benefit reduces the payment to $1,200. So in case you were wondering, what does it look like if I claimed early retirement as opposed to waiting until full retirement age? Well, in the example of a $1,600 benefit, you're looking at $1,200. And this is $400 here of real money in your bank account every month for the rest of your life. And that's more than enough for a car payment, energy bill, grocery costs, etc. So it is a pretty steep reduction. It may not seem like it when you are in your middle 60s. Some of you are still, doing everything you did 10 years ago. But what happens at age 80? How much does $400 mean to you per month at age 80? And that's something you really have to answer for yourself. So that's our quick look at when should you apply for Social Security retirement benefits. There's a lot of factors involved, thinking about your life expectancy, the savings you have on hand, how much your bills are going to be. But the end-all, be-all questions, I think, for most people are, can you afford to wait until age 66 to pay your bills? And if you can, then it simply just makes sense to do so because you leave a lot of money on the table otherwise. You can visit us and see our Social Security Retirement Guide at socialsecurity.retirementguide.com. That's only available online, so you will not find it in your bookstores. And if you have any questions about anything, you can leave a comment below the video here, or you can go to our website and send us an email. Thanks a lot and have a good day.